Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We're here. We're queer. We don't want any more bears. It's the fucking Say It Ain't show, you guys. Oh my god, how are you? I'm Brandon James Watson. And with me, as always, is my goddamn co-host. Could you be quiet? Don't cough. Luke Jensen is here.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hi, dude.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
What's going on?
Not much. Average work day, worky things. Got on the internet some. You know.
Oh, my God.
A day.
I love you.
I love you.
We have a special guest.
Mm-hmm.
And he just got here, and he drove all the way from Fort Collins, Colorado. And his name is Jeremy Mearcreebs.
That's me.
Hey, buddy.
Hey guys.
Bud.
Hey, man.
Hey, bud.
Hey guys. So am I allowed to?
Mm-hmm.
You're in now. Yeah,
I'm allowed
you're
to
in
speak now.
Yeah.
All right.
Jeremy
You can cough.
Mearcreebs.
You can
Jeremy
clear your
Mearcreebs.
throat.
Friend, man, Jewish.
Those are the three things
Mhm.
about me: is that I'm your friend, I'm a man, and Jewish.
See, he'd be a friend above all else. Whether Jeremy later in life decided to be transgender, and then the man-woman thing, we wouldn't care. If you were in between, it'd be fine.
I would just be your friend.
And then Jewish,
I'm a gender neutral.
you're
Sorry, I'm not good at this. I'm a gender neutral friend.
friend. You can be any kind of friend we need you to be. Jewish below the gender if you decide to opt out. But
No.
Classic rules.
Way more Jewish than a man.
Mom's vagina was Jewish.
Absolutely. It goes friend,
Mhm.
Jewish.
Man.
Man, you can't see, but I'm waving my hand back and forth in a sort of non-committal.
It's a
and gender
sign,
neutral
yeah.
gender neutral.
Mhm.
You're kvetching and schlepping and just
All of the consonant clusters that my people love.
the chosen ones.
Yeah. I got a lot of stuff in my throat that I'd like to get out here at this podcast.
Mhm.
And then you sniff. And then you sniff.
I'm a sniff. I did a lot of coke before I came up here.
Are you a
guys.
sniffer? Brando was the first person to make me self-conscious about my lip smacking that I do.
Oh,
Brando,
God.
can you do me a
I'm really glad someone brought it up.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh,
can feel-
that was my own.
I can feel one coming on right now.
Do
It's,
it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Gotta press that tongue
Oh,
to the roof
That's
of the mouth
it,
and get
right there.
Can I,
Mm.
let me put my wait
Redistribute
before you
all-
do it. Before you do it, let me put my headphones
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
Oh my god. Oh, I hate it.
Brando, what do you do? What's your noise that you make?
I'm not happy.
That's yeah.
So we can have a smack sniff.
You guys are making me think of
The
something
big
that
blonde baby.
you're making me think of something that I don't know if you would find this funny or really offensive.
Almost certainly I wouldn't.
Not you, but our past guest, Colin Moon, when he drinks liquid food, should I do this or should we not do this? You know
I'm
what
just
I'm
gonna keep doing it
Oh,
until you
you're
describe
doing
it.
like beard scrub,
Mhm.
but when he lived on my couch, he did this thing when he ate liquid food, like soup or like ramen or something, and it was a 3-part process. It was slurp, sniff, moan. So it was like, Colin, I love you if you're listening to this, but this is what you do. It's like,
Essentially sounding like an 80-year-old man who's eating soup and working his way up the stairs. Just
the guy's got like asthma. I don't know if that has anything to do with it or if he was just trying to piss me off. Colin, I love you, but
It's so good because not only can I see him eating a soup, which is a great image that I'll carry with me, but I can taste the soup, I feel like I'm him right now.
We used to make fun of Colin when he was in his poor days that we would imagine him like we'd come home and he'd be like cooking like a boot that he found, like because he would just crack open like a can of tuna and just eat a can of tuna.
There's always
no, don't do that.
There's always the caricature of thinking of him like cooking a boot and then like picking up his knapsack and taking him wherever to the next boxcar.
It's a bindle. It's a bindle.
It's a bindle.
Sorry.
That's it,
He's
bindle.
a writer.
Thank
like,
you.
That's he's living the whole writer's experience.
But like
Which involves a tremendous amount of liquid food.
And eating a boot, probably.
But the literal things that are near as cartoonish as that have actually happened, like him eating a raw potato like an apple.
I've seen it.
What?
I've seen it happen multiple times.
It's just, I mean, the mind bends with you can't find a pot and some water, you can't get a microwave.
I've
You
also
can't
seen
be
him,
a human being who
I've
eats human food.
I've also seen him slice them up and, you know, cook them proper and make them pretty fucking tasty. But I've also seen him bite into a goddamn potato like it's a goddamn apple.
I have never heard anything, and I hope Colin's listening. I've never heard anything that makes me respect a man more than just that is the most beautiful thing.
You got
I
to do
can
what you got to
imagine.
do.
No, I just love that because he's like, I need some calories, and I don't have time. I am a writer.
Yeah.
I have to put this potato in me.
Which
And the rest of it is just needless frippery and
Frippery.
vanity.
Alternatively, when I'm poor and I have to eat something shitty, I still like have to have a side. Like I'm like, no, I'm a fucking human being. I'm gonna have a goddamn side.
I'm gonna put this on a plate.
If I'm gonna have ramen, I'm gonna need like a hot dog bun or something.
A traditional American meal, Nid. I mean, we're alone in this room. I forgot.
hot dog bun topped off with my favorite thing. Not hot dog, but the fire sauce from Taco Bell, because I had a couple of those laying around.
Me too. I've pulled that trick as well.
It's not so much a matter of how much money I had, because I don't have any more than I have ever had before. But I had I've always had like a really complicated relationship with food, where I don't want to eat it and I don't want to deal with it and I don't want to have food in my life. And so what I would do is I would calculate the most calories I could get, because I'm an idiot. The most calories I could get per dollar, and it always came out on potato salad from Albertsons or whatever.
There's
So
nothing wrong with that.
No,
at
I
all.
just mayo and potato, and I would buy a tub of potato salad and be like, this is like, if I eat this whole thing, which you're not supposed to do, that's 2,500 calories. But if I only eat that, that's the amount that a person needs. So
I get legit. It's like I always feel weird because I get legit excited about potato salad,
Yeah.
which is like food that you're probably not supposed to get excited about.
you're
But
not supposed to eat that. I found out recently it's for cleaning glasses.
What?
Potato salad
What the fuck are you
is
talking
for
about?
cleaning glasses.
What kind of glasses?
It's also rocket
Just any,
fuel.
like the sort that two of us are wearing today.
Mhm.
But you're not supposed to eat it. But you can, and it tastes really good.
Yeah, when I go to a new restaurant, I'm like, how good is your potato salad here?
How do they answer? Do they ever say anything but it's potato salad?
They like whisper into my ear like, are you fucking kidding me?
Please leave.
Nobody wants that except for like 80-year-olds and up. This isn't the... Oh no. I can't think of the restaurant that I'm... It's
Country
not the
Kitchen.
Corral...
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral.
Golden Corral. You're welcome. And I think I'm done.
Okay. We're really cutting into my Destiny time right here, doing this on a Wednesday.
Yeah,
I went from excited to full-on addiction to where, like, when you play a game so much that when you close your eyes at night, you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's happening now.
With your eyes open.
Yeah.
It's really funny because you first told me about that game last week when we saw Mike Birbiglia, and all I could think was like, you sound like you're just describing a chore that you have to do now. Like
It
you've
kind
just
of
accepted
does-
into your life a new chore.
It feels like a chore, but on my...
So it's becoming World of Warcraft.
It is, but on my level almost 28 Warlock, I have 2 exotic chest plates and an exotic helmet, which I bought from Zur this weekend. That's pretty sweet. But something weird happened
This all
yesterday.
sounds like WoW still.
I know, I hear you. But something weird happened yesterday where I was playing my female Exo Titan, which for all intents and purposes is a robot woman. And
the perfect woman.
she has a face like a robot, and I made her to kind of look like female Ultron. But the curvature of her, she has a butt, and she has boobs, basically. And I was playing, and I found myself becoming kind of horny. And I was like, well... blue girls, green girls, purple girls, red girls, half animal, and now I guess robots.
Oh, well, that's another thing I have to deal with for the rest of my life.
Yep. I didn't know that. Now I have to add that to the fucking list of weird shit.
If only there was another thing out there that turned me on that doesn't exist that I can't fuck. If there's only just one more
literally
robots.
impossible sexual fantasy.
And it's like...
robots are probably not that impossible.
Oh, so that one's down the line.
That's gotta be
It
like
just
the
depends on our-
least
it depends on our
plausible
lifespan.
thing that could possibly turn you on, because she's metal, right? I mean,
You could.
She might be.
she moves like a human, though.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that
And she
metal
fe-
is probably
and
kind
she
of
feels,
like
she feels like a human.
a different
I
sort
mean,
of like
she-
half
I mean,
flesh,
has the
half
human
alloy
emotions.
thing. And I would
she's
assume
all
that...
tinny on the outside.
yeah,
right?
well, it's like a biotechnological organism. She doesn't have a vagina, but there's probably something better than...
Yeah, like a USB port.
well, like a sexual organ version of that, where I
Why
would
would you?
assume that
Why would you design a robot with sex organs?
this is like
That
a
just
race
seems
of
like,
people.
That just seems like engineering is all about removing everything until you have only the necessary things, and I don't feel like there's a point to put a vagina on a robot.
Okay, but
Unless it's made
Or for that
pleasure.
matter, boobs, because they don't feed their young.
The boobs were kind of getting me. At that point, you're making the robot imitate humanity.
listen, in Destiny, this is a race of people, so they must procreate, and
They
I'm
breed.
assuming what is down there is like some sort of... I imagine it like a piston pumping thing that sort of grabs and does stuff that like maybe a vagina
Oh boy.
wouldn't do.
Well, I don't
Her lips look kissable.
want to have. Yeah, that sex change you offered earlier today, Luke. I don't want to have. I don't want to have my penis anymore.
Do you want a robo pussy?
No, I just don't want anything down there. I just can't
Robo
think of
pussy.
anything. It's just all I can imagine.
You're
is-
going for a
all I can
straight.
imagine is Brando's avatar's pistons pulling and crushing.
You think crushing?
Like,
Creating
yeah, I
energy
think. Like, I
down
mean,
there.
I'm just imagining like a cartoon factory. Dun 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 dun.
Keep going. What else is going on? I have more. If you guys don't have
More
anything.
Destiny. Oh, are we done with Destiny?
Yeah, we're
General
done with Destiny.
notes.
Oh, there's something awesome happening next month that I'm really excited about.
Oh, I wonder what it is.
Yeah, this is another game thing. So
Thanksgiving.
yeah, well, that's pretty great. But the Halo Master Chief Collection is coming out. Do you know about this?
No,
Because I need you to come over and hang with me, so I have someone to hang and play with.
I will play with you.
This is an Xbox One thing. It's all 4 Halo games, all their campaigns, and then over 100 multiplayer maps. So every multiplayer map that's ever shipped with like all of those respective games. So you should come over and we should rock that shit.
Let's go grind that out. What's the date on that?
November 11th, and you can pre-download on Xbox One now, so I already have it on my dashboard. It's downloaded. It's ready. So
Just
midnight.
unlocks.
Yeah, midnight. The 10th.
Good.
That's what it sounds like when you unlock a software program.
You know, time to open my door.
That's the sound of it changing to an executable file.
You also just made the noise of like all 4 shotguns across all 4 games.
And you can have all 4 of the shotguns. You don't have to be stuck with the Halo shotgun that you
a Halo
This
one
is all
shotgun.
for $60. The last time like
That's a
this kind
sweet
of thing
deal.
happened was like Super Mario All-Stars on SNES back when I was like in, you know, 4th grade or something. It's fucking really exciting.
No,
Because I'm going to
definitely
be
there.
able to relive those feelings of like hanging out in Bobby's basement like when I was in high school, and then when Halo 2 came out in college and all of the shit. So I'm
Getting
really
a system
fucking
link
excited.
going.
Yeah.
Finding a friend with a hub.
Yeah, but you can play all that shit online too. So Blood Gulch, Sidewinder, all of the things.
Memories.
Memories.
Do, 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 do,
Oh, wait. Are we there yet?
Nah,
No.
we're not there.
No, don't.
a preview.
Like, save some of this. Save some of the A game.
It's been stuck in my head all day though. I like that
catchy.
song.
What else is going on? There's nothing else going on with me. I'm keeping up on like far too many TV shows. That's about the only thing going on with
Which
me.
ones?
Simpsons, Mulaney, Brooklyn Nine-Nine, Bob's Burgers, which
How's
has
Mulaney?
only had-
Oh,
It's off to a start.
It's premiered.
I have
It's broadcasting on the
There's-
various channels.
there's definitely 3 episodes.
hey, I got a
No,
sitcom.
Mulaney's in it.
Hi guys, I want to tell
Hi,
you all
guys,
that
got a
I
sitcom
am
here. Bye.
I'm a wonderful and one of the most prolific stand-up comedians out here today. But boy, am I awkward acting.
It's going to take some time.
Yeah, it's going to take a little bit, but I think even by the 2nd or 3rd episode of it, it's finding its groove. Characters are established. Christina has been annoyed with just how much Seinfeld it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
What's the deal with things? But
I'm this comedian.
Flawless. That was- Oh, he's still going.
I'm this comedian, and I'm gonna tell you a quick story. Here it is, made in a multicam sitcom. That's stuff that I've been saying on stage for years, and it's working out. And Nassim Pedrad is becoming more likable. I don't really know the other actors.
I'm a
with the
big Pedrad
exception
head.
of me too. With the
That's what we call ourselves on the.
Pedrad guys.
Huge Pedrad heads.
Yeah, we call ourselves Pedrad heads on the Yahoo group.
Pedrad McBraz.
She's got a big Pedrad. Elliot Gould, fun character. Yeah, caricature, and then Martin Short doing the same thing. And
What?
So, yeah. I mean, it's off to a decent start, but it's gonna have to continue to find its footing. Gotten some really good, genuine laughs out of me, but I feel like so much of that is because I'm so on board with John Mulaney.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kayla showed me, she had me watch Marry Me, which is Ken Marino. and-
Babysit Me
Exactly.
and
Hold on,
Casey
that's
Wilson. Yeah, how was
that
the
on my-
pilot for that? Because I mean, it came
It
from
was
some-
awesome.
I'm
Was it
super
good?
interested in that.
Was it
I
good?
love Ken Marino.
I don't
because
know
I
if
looked at the guy's IMDb, the writer and the creator. I looked at the IMDb. I didn't see anything crushingly impressive, so I didn't start it. But it's good.
Yeah, but it's got like John Gemberling in it, like, you know, from
That guy stuck in the internet, and also Broad City.
Broad City. Yeah, and it's got it's really good. It's really funny. I
Awesome.
genuinely giggled at it. It's really fucking awesome.
We will start
I
it.
don't know if it's going to be something that's going to stick around, but I really enjoyed it a lot.
It's a dangerous time. For
It's kind
new
of like
shows.
something that you can watch with your lady who enjoys that kind of romantical kind of stuff.
We
But it's
tried-
also funny. So
we
I
tried the
liked
first couple episodes of Selfie as well with Karen Gillan and John Cho.
Oh, Karen.
Yeah. You know, Karen's American accent in Oculus.
She does
was
an
just-
American accent in it?
not only does she do an American accent, but sometimes, for most of the time, it's kind of like this.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Add it to the list.
First couple episodes, it's essentially, oh my goodness, there's a architecture of an old movie that's essentially the whole show.
Rear Window.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the
Cool.
one. She,
Is crippled and looks out the window and
some really fun adventures there.
she's like, "Oh my god!"
It really de-escalates things. The fact that they can text each other like, "He's coming!
Look out!
Oh,
Oh, that's my Jimmy Stewart impression. Oh,
he had her in the garden." Oh, now it's just going back to Garrison Keillor again. God damn
oh,
it!
yeah. Brought to you by powdered milk.
I was just thinking today while writing in my journal. Monkeys have to just sleep sometime. You never see a sleeping monkey. This has been Writer's Almanac.
He would never be that interesting to talk about sleeping monkeys.
But
Yeah, I like the headphones now.
yeah,
I'm over it.
It's good now. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm glad.
I went from being like really freaked out by it to I like it.
Brandon does not care much for hearing his voice while we record the show.
Fun insider fact that you probably should have saved for the
Behind the scenes mini-sode.
commentary.
Mhm.
Yeah. Do you want to know what I've been up to?
What
Please.
have you been up to, Jeremy?
Please.
I've been replaying Dark Souls 2.
You went on the replay. How long
Yeah.
ago was it that you finished that?
Just a couple of months.
I know Chad is listening right now. He's like a friend of ours who will be a future guest, and he's told me about Dark Souls, but I typically don't listen to him when he's talking. So
Yeah.
tell me about Dark Souls.
Dark Souls
He's
is
explained it to me like 5 times, and I have no idea what's coming.
Dark Souls is a game about Alzheimer's, where you play as an old man who is slowly but surely losing himself in his hospital bed, forgetting about his family, forgetting about his friends, and at the end of his life, you follow his life for a while, and you watch him sort of deteriorate but keep his essential spark, and at the end you kill a sort of like a lady who's like half snake, half person, and sit in a chair. And that's Dark Souls. It's also a game about.
I knew that you were like doing. Like,
I'm not even being ironic or sarcastic.
What?
It's as
I'm being
literal as
no. But it's also a game about the, the undefeatable human spirit in the face of extreme adversity, and it's also a game about maintaining a true sense of optimism, even when you're doomed to infinite failure. And it's also a game where there's like these badass, like sort of they're like mammoth centaurs.
Okay, now you're describing the game.
I've never
Finally.
stopped describing the game at any point. It's probably the greatest work of literature of the 21st century thus far, and I don't think it's going to get beaten out. And
Was this not the game that's just super hard where you like fight monsters?
oh yeah, it's like a super hard game where you
I heard it was difficult.
But you were doing a bit at the beginning, like
No, I mean yes.
there's a dude.
It's
that's
hard to
dying
say.
The line between bit and reality is just always.
I genuinely
in flux.
believe it is a game about Alzheimer's, but no, the old man thing, that's from a different game.
Okay.
Oh, thank God. I was like, this is all new.
No,
information.
it's just the most beautiful and affecting and uplifting experience I've ever gotten from any sort of media. This is not funny.
I think we're both playing. I think we're both playing games that like we can't describe as to why you like the game.
Yeah, I could
Because
never describe.
You asked me why I'm like in love with Destiny, and
Yeah.
I couldn't really describe it to you. And I always ask you because you're always playing Dark Souls. I'm like, sell me on Dark Souls, and you really can't sell me on it.
It's just this very brutal, brutally difficult, but incredibly fair is what makes it bearable. Game where you're like a guy with a sword or a hammer or whatever. It's it's like an action RPG meets like a little bit of Metroid. It's very fun.
I love that.
It's super fun on the second playthrough because instead of being terrified or in awe of all these new things you're seeing, all you can think about is like how to break the sequence of the game, which is really easy.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really gate you with like items so much as it just gates you with sort of like, this seems too hard for me, and then like later you come back and you're like, it didn't get any easier, but I'm better at the game now.
But you feel good once you've done something awesome. Like it's really super fucking satisfying.
Oh my god,
right?
you feel so good.
Yeah.
I've never had an orgasm, but from how they've been described to me, beating a tough boss in Dark Souls is like 3 or 4 different orgasms all at the same time.
Okay. I should play it.
You might not like it.
Okay, let me tell you.
It sounds like way too much work.
Can I don't want to like really get on this game stuff because no one really gives a shit. But
people are just.
But I want to tell you my experience of this last week, and then you can tell me if it's something that I'd be with. It's like dark. Yeah, Luke, you can just hang up your headphones and hang out. But
Luke just walked out.
So.
That's the sound of his feet.
It sounds a lot like hands clapping
That's
on
the
jeans.
door opening and that's the door closing.
Ooh.
Oh no, there's a ghost
haunted now,
and Luke's back
spooky
somehow.
Ghost
He
is
just
really scary.
really broke.
I'm so afraid.
Ghost.
Okay. I got into my buddies Matt Shaw and Mike from Poor Me. We got in band Poor Me. We got into like a little clan together.
Player?
Yeah, I think so. Sorry, Mike. You're not listening. But we got into a little clan together, and we did Destiny's first raid, which is fucking intense. It's something like where you need a handful of hours to not have to do anything, and then you can't just like do matchmaking where it just sets you up with like random people. You have to have 6 people. So we all got in this thing, and it's something where like I love it because it doesn't tell you what to do. It's this hours-long endeavor where you have to kind of figure out patterns. It's like old school kind of gaming, but it's still FPS. And so we jumped into it. Matt, pulled me into this game where he had some friends and they had some friends. So we got a 6-people crew going, and I got to experience some like real super nerd gamers. You know what I mean? Like, God bless the super nerds. I'm not saying I'm.
Oh yeah.
You know how like we can play. We can all play.
Our hearts.
that sounds so shitty, but you're right. You know how like we can play.
Camps.
You know how like.
All right, let's get started.
You know how like we can play video games, but still also go out and like have wives and girlfriends and be sociable and stuff. Sociable. And like so.
Sociamable.
Yes, sociamicable.
So we played with these dudes that were like, they were helping us out. We wanted to like beat this fucking raid or whatever.
Yeah.
But they were like the type of dudes that like are very short, not height-wise.
Yeah.
You don't know how tall they are.
Yeah.
Basically,
they don't have a lot of patience.
To break it down, it's like
classic
we
MMO
got to
stuff.
hear things in our headphones that were like, oh my God, why did you pick up the relic? Why did you pick up the relic? And like, come here, cleanse, like that kind of shit.
Oh boy, I can't stand that.
No, I can't stand it either, but we still we were like goofing around. Not me, because I was silent, because, I was like, I just want these guys to get me through this. And my buddies.
Yeah, because they're haranguing you. And that's,
Matt and Mike, like they pulled me into this group, and again, this is a whole fucking thing. It's hours long. You have to like kill this guy, beat this guy, jump through this maze. You got to like stand in this plate where all these other guys teleport through this thing and blah, blah, blah. And I'm just trying to be quiet because I just want like the leaders, the super nerds, to tell me what to do. And I'm like trying to be like, respectful. And he would be like, all right, guys, everyone come to me. Come on me. This is what's going to happen. Brando, I need you to go over there and do this. Blah, blah, blah. I need you to go over there and do this. And I'm like, cool. And I'm being trying to just listen. But my buddies who are fun, they're joking around and like goofing around and stuff. And I'm like, you guys be quiet. Like, let these guys run the
Brando,
game.
I don't want to interrupt. I
know this is fucking boring.
I'm interested. But I do have to, and I say this with love.
Mm-hmm.
But if you were born in Germany in the 1920s,
Oh, this is where we're going?
yeah, you just want to follow, or you just want things to go smoothly. You would be pointing a gun at me and telling me to go into a.
Listen, I like to be directed.
It's
time to shower.
I like to be directed. I like to be told what to do. Basically,
It's
yes,
easier
I
and it's
could have been
comfortable.
a Nazi.
Yeah.
Yes, you're right. I could have been a Nazi.
And I
would have
don't
said,
think
okay.
less of you for it.
Yep.
And I still think we'd probably be
Like
buds.
what you're doing?
I think you and me would probably still
Adolf,
like
what you're
totally
doing,
hook
buddy,
up. Like not hook up, not sexually.
Like, hey,
We would be
get in
together.
the shower, but I don't want to. And then you kind of cry as you walk away, but you look over to Brando and just. wink.
Yeah, our eyes would meet, and we would just know that
Hitler probably
we'd
had
be
like
friends.
a
That's
list
when
and like
the first
a
romantic comedy was written by Brando. after
Hitler
that.
probably had like a daily list and a schedule, and I'm like, I can get down with that.
Yeah.
I don't like killing these Jews, but I'm too nervous to not follow the schedule.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
do it.
Like I don't want to have. I just don't want to have to plan out my own day.
Adolf, could you, I feel like I'm good on my Jew quota. Can you get me some of those disabled folks?
Don't worry, guys. This is all okay because I'm actually Jewish. So don't get mad or send.
Oh, I
any
feel
angry
completely
letters.
comfortable.
Yeah.
Anyway, you know what I'm saying. This doesn't need to go on any longer, but yeah, we
You might
got
like,
through
you,
it.
You might like Dark Souls.
Okay.
There's some.
And
we'll
even
talk about it.
Even
in
at the
later.
end of it, like when we beat it, we did it, and it took like hours. But when we did it, and we finally we saw that fucker's like health going down, and when he exploded, and we all cheered. And those guys, they've been doing it for days. Like that was probably like their 20th time doing it.
Yeah. They're
But
just trying to get
even
something
then,
to
in the
happen.
end, the super nerd was like, "Hey, man, I'm really sorry about giving you shit, but I just wanted this to happen." Blah blah blah. And
But
we all
quit playing
we
like
all
a fucking
virtual
moron.
we all virtual hugged, and we all had loot, and we all had and it was awesome. It felt really great. So
Dark Souls has it has a very similar. Just real quick,
okay, well,
it's a
then
very
we'll be
similar
done.
thing where you go and you fight a boss and you're having a lot of trouble fighting this boss, and then you're like, I need some help fighting this boss, and then there's like a little thing on the ground and you click on it and it summons another player as a helpful ghost.
I like that.
And you can't talk to them. All you can do is do these basic gestures to them, and they'll just come out and they'll help you fight this boss, and it's such a great feeling to have been stuck on this boss for days.
Yeah.
Summon one of these friendly ghosts, these Caspers, if you will, and then they help you kill it. They usually kill it really fast because they're all better than me.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end, you've got 3 seconds before they go back to their own game where you can wave at them or do a little dance. And
Like
it's
Shanks,
just-
thank you.
and there's no words. It's just, we are together. We're both ultra nerds.
I can get
who
down with that.
Will never amount to anything in real life, but today, the two of us killed the smelter demon.
They're like, oh my god, why did you pick up the relic? Why did you pick up the relic?
None
Come
of
over,
that.
get over here. Cleanse,
None of that.
cleanse, cleanse.
None of that.
Melee in, back up, back up, back up.
So also, I've been watching BoJack Horseman on Netflix, and
How
it's
is
not too
that?
What
bad.
do you make
It's
of
not
that?
too
ready
bad.
to dip
It's not
into
too
it.
bad. I'm about
Kayla and I we watched the entirety, I think, almost of the first season.
I'm about I think a third or half of the way through it, and great cast.
Yeah, really great cast.
Not
PFT
laughing out
Will
loud
Patton,
a hell of a
yeah.
lot, but I enjoy it. I'm gonna finish it. I'm watching it and I'm liking it, and it's got the best intro credits.
Oh yeah,
in any
I really
cartoon
enjoy
I've
that
ever
too.
seen.
I'm looking
Yeah, it's
forward to starting it up, but we're just not getting through seasons of shows just with how many weekly shows we're watching right now. So
That's why I wish
It's-
I wasn't single, is because I just want someone to watch TV with.
it's the only reason I got
That's
married.
that's the only thing I miss, up to and including sex, about being in a relationship, is just watching TV together.
Food together.
Because I don't have
TV and food
because
together.
I'm not that into food.
Right,
potato
right.
salad,
Mhm.
but the other thing
Potato.
is I don't.
Raw potatoes. Raw taters.
Are you bothered by my East Coast Jewish accent?
No, I love it.
Potato.
No, I
Potato.
Y'all?
just repeat things that I enjoy.
Crick.
Potato salad.
That's how we said it back in D.C. Crick and potato. All right.
Continue.
Yeah, I miss watching TV. I also don't have an excuse to watch True Blood anymore. Because it's always easy to be like, oh, it's my girlfriend is into that. But
You don't feel like you can watch it in secret?
um,
Or is this all
Wait,
a
I
ruse
can't
to
bring
make
my,
me
I
think
can't
you
bring
didn't get
myself
the
to do it.
finale?
There's still a block, an emotional
True Blood
block.
was like how sometimes dudes have like the shows that they just blame their girlfriends on. They're like, she watches it, so I
Yes.
watch True Blood. That
Yes.
was like your...
You're up. Yep, you have
Okay,
it correct.
mine's The Voice. Kayla loves The Voice, and at first I pretended to be really annoyed and like not invested, and I am like invested on a level like where I have to go to the bathroom and I like just cry. This is The Voice.
My only reality shows involve food. Big surprise there.
I'm gonna address
Lot
it.
of
Can I address it?
MasterChef
When you write shit down, I
Junior.
have to address it. Nid says One Tree Hill is his. Thank you, engineer Nid.
I don't know what that
I know
is.
of One Tree Hill,
I don't know what
and
that
I
is.
agree with you.
Christina's been big into Gilmore Girls as of late, though.
What
It's
is with
usually on when I come in.
Gilmore Girls?
CW.
Gilmore Girls came
trustworthy
on
network.
Netflix, and all of a sudden, every woman I know is talking about it, and I don't remember the Gilmore Girls existing.
I think.
Like I feel like it
yeah.
broke in from an alternate dimension.
The
And
only
Melissa
thing I
McCarthy's
know-
in it.
The only thing I know about it is the girl that is the worst in Sin City.
Yes.
Uh,
There's one of these
Alexis
Alexis
Bledel?
Blidell, something
Bledel,
like
yeah.
that. Yeah. Her, I believe it.
Nid watches Gilmore Girls.
Uh,
What is good about that show?
Melissa McCarthy, and then
I hear it's amazing.
at least in the first season, one of
From
the lead
everybody.
actors from Supernatural at a very young age.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
That's like Buffy old, right? Like it's pretty old. isn't
Gilmore.
it?
The way
Yeah.
it looks to be about Buffy time, but I don't know how far back that goes.
Hmm.
Not worth looking up though. But
Yeah.
Gilmore Girls, yeah, it's been quite a phenomenon. Really,
Yeah,
really
it just
quickly.
yeah, it's amazing how Netflix can just bring the past to life. Like I feel like I never really heard that much about Twin Peaks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, of course, I'd always been aware of it or whatever, and myself, I liked it. But then then it showed up on Netflix, and everybody started. Suddenly. It's not like it just became okay to talk about again.
We love that together. Do we not?
People asking for
Yes.
black coffee
Yeah.
and cherry pie.
I've never finished it. I don't think I care to finish it.
Do you know
I'll
what?
finish it eventually.
I don't know if I'll ever finish it.
Do you know
It's
what?
great.
Twin Peaks fans,
Mm-hmm.
I think maybe we just shouldn't finish it because what I've been told is that you don't want to finish
I've
it.
been told you're good with first season.
It's kind of like
I
watching.
love this. No, the second season for me is so much more fun. But
Really, because I watched
the Giant.
Yeah, but halfway through the second season, I was like, this has like gotten to be really boring. Like I don't really give a shit about anything that's happening anymore.
That's how I felt about the entirety of Mulholland Drive.
You know,
Legit.
David Lynch.
Did you ever
Like-
see Inland Empire?
I won't do it.
Oh
No.
my god!
I won't.
Fucking
I won't.
Piece of garbage.
I won't do it.
It was rough. Even if you bought on for like Lost Highway or Mulholland Drive, Inland Empire was rough.
Let's be pretty honest here. David Lynch is not great.
I love David Lynch, but I won't defend it. Like if anyone wants to tell me otherwise, I'll be like, you're fucking right.
You're
Like,
absolutely probably
I
right.
love Mulholland Drive. I love Lost Highway. I like trying to pick it apart and be like, what the fuck does this
I like
mean?
chewing on light bulbs. I completely understand that you don't want to do that.
But I just like
Different strokes for different folks.
oh god. Yeah, I just like I won't defend it. I'll be like, no, you're right. It's fucking he's an asshole. I don't care. But I love that shit. It's like he films what my nightmares look like, and it's fun to watch it and be like, yeah.
Way before YouTube, he used to do a daily series.
More like YouTube.
You can't see, but we're high-fiving right now. He used to do a daily series where he'd tell us the weather in LA. And it was all he would do it from his booth at that diner he ate lunch at every day.
like yelling in that southern accent.
Well, no, he would it was great because like I watched it whenever I remembered to check his website. And like 9 times out of 10, it would just be him very calmly telling us that the weather was 73 degrees and sunny in Los Angeles today. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next tomorrow. Next tomorrow is how he said it. And then 1 out of 10 times he'd be wearing a paper bag over his head and he'd say, thank you for my legs. And that would be the weather for the
That's
day.
not surprising at all.
Yeah.
I love
That's the old D. Lynch.
I love it being described to me so much more than I would ever
No.
participating in
Yeah,
viewing
no,
it.
it's
I'm
no
just so
fun.
glad I heard it. That's all I need now.
Him and John Carpenter are two like dudes that I really respect. That I'm like, they're still smoking, so I am fine. Even though I feel like shit, those dudes either have perfect luck or I can still keep smoking for at least a little while.
They feel like
Because
shit, too.
John Carpenter, any
But
like
they look
interview, or David Lynch and John Carpenter, any interview that you see them in, they're just chain smoking, and they're old and weathered and have got like white hair, and they're still here.
The spoiler alert on that is those guys are like 45. Like you don't want to look like that at 45.
I saw the Age of Ultron trailer.
Yeah, I'm really jealous. I got taken down by the 15 minutes it took for you to text me to pick up smokes and beer and get home to watch it. It was gone.
I figured it was going to be something like that. I won't talk a lot about it, but it looks amazing. But James Spader's voice, they didn't really like roboticize it up as much as I thought they were going to. So when Ultron is talking, I just can't see like fat, bloated James Spader face from like
Current Spader.
Yeah, current Spader.
Yeah.
And then also I thought about if people haven't been like reading, these comic books and haven't been like a fan of Ultron since they were a kid, the trailer kind of looks just like Avengers meets Transformers. Because Ultron kind of just looks like a Transformer. And for me, he looks like Ultron. Fucking Ultron. Motherfucking Ultron. Like one of my favorite Marvel villains ever. But if you don't know about Ultron, he kind of just looks like a Transformer. But the trailer is fucking awesome. And
I'm
you get to
excited to
see
see it when I can.
Hulkbuster armor,
Sweet.
which the first Hulk comic Go ahead, please.
Draw the line there. I don't want to hear it.
Okay, fair enough. Yep,
Yeah.
fair enough.
Can I ask for one? This may be a spoiler, so don't answer if you.
Okay.
But did they establish what was in between Ultron's legs? Like, does he have a vagina? A robot piston?
It's like a
vagina?
piston work. Yeah, it's like what I was talking about earlier.
It's piston
except
working
dude
outward.
version. Yeah, where it's like you are guaranteed to lady come in like the first like 3 minutes. Like it's that intense.
All right.
Gonna get robo fucked.
Shit, we're at 45 minutes already. I still have more stuff. We're getting a
Did
goddamn.
you hear that there's a band called Weezer?
We're getting a podcast.
I've got all these
studio
notes.
soon. Did you know that?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's one of these things where I'll believe it when I see it. We're still in like Nid's guest room, which I feel really bad about because whenever we're done with one of these episodes, it smells like week old balls in here. And I know that
Mine are super older than that.
month-old balls.
Yeah, I just got them a month ago.
Yeah.
I mean, 1 week.
My
week,
upgrade
a month.
came up on my plan, so about a month old.
Smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, podcast studio is happening soon. Hopefully. Nid's nodding his head yes.
Nid's saying yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
believe it.
But
I'll
like
believe
sort
it
of
when I see it.
non-committally. I don't know if
I'm
he
just
doesn't seem
excited
that
about not
enthusiastic. Yeah, that's still
intruding.
not enough. And
I'm just excited about not intruding on Nid's wife anymore and being like, "Hello, we're back.
We're
Would you
drunk.
like to watch us
We're here.
drink and walk
We're
out for a lot
drunk.
of cigarette breaks?
Yeah.
Here we go."
Can my friends come over and talk loud about Weezer in our house?
Or not.
Or
Maybe
whatever.
Or maybe video games for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Or, like, one of my favorite meals is fried chicken. And I love fried chicken, but it's such a delicate favorite meal for me because when you bite into fried chicken and there's, like, purple inside, then I'm done. I'm out of my favorite meal.
I was pretty
And-
delighted the other day. I bit in and I hit some rawness and I put it down. I was delighted to wake up the next day without pissing out of my ass.
Pooping your pants.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I went and, like, today I got sent to Safeway. I wanted to get Kayla some Pedialyte and some ibuprofen. She wasn't feeling that great. Also, Pedialyte. Drink Pedialyte.
You guys worship at the altar of
Yeah,
Pedialyte.
you gotta drink Pedialyte if you're not feeling great. It's really good.
What
for you.
is Pedialyte?
It's for babies.
Oh,
It's like a
that was
baby
all I wanted to know about it.
supplement. But
You
anyway,
give it to children when they're dehydrated.
It's like
Yeah.
Gatorade for babies.
Mm-hmm.
but if you drink it, like if you're doing like a heavy drinking night and you just chug Pedialyte before you go to bed, you're gonna wake up feeling like a goddamn $1,000,000. My voice is starting to have some water.
I let the hangover get me these days and remind me
pretty
about
gross.
my bad decisions.
Did you hear it? Anywho, though, Safeway fried chicken. Just don't do it. Don't
It's okay
do.
the other day.
I get King Soopers fried chicken all the time. It's great.
Really, you don't buy
You
it
get
in the
like
purple?
8 pieces for like $2.
You don't buy
It
purple.
almost it basically
Bro, you buy
it
purple?
basically outperforms potato salad.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Why, you might care so little about the potato salad, and with your fried chicken, you might make that potato salad a side.
I would not do that because that's inefficient. It's an inefficient way for me to fuel my horrible body that I don't
Potatoes
really
Sounds
want.
like there's a little too much joy in that. I'll
Yeah.
be okay
Potato
with that.
salad
please,
is a
thank you.
perfect side for fried chicken, by the way.
I like a mac and cheese.
I go for a coleslaw.
Yeah, obviously.
That was my
That was
my
showing me
nickname.
KFC Dark Boneless.
Oh, the listeners can't get that joke.
I know it throws me off every time. Every time you,
I'm
like,
making
write
a
something to
great
show me.
face right now, and I wish you guys could see it.
Looks like business as usual. Anyway, I love fried chicken, but it's like I bit into some stuff and I basically threw away the whole like 8-piece meal because I'm like, I don't need to do this to myself.
You weren't going to check in on the other ones? You're not even going to check in on the other ones with a fork and a
Oh,
knife?
I checked in on everything and it's just disgusting.
No, I totally get it.
Like there's like jagged bone, there's purple tendon. It's like I love fried chicken, but there's no reason to like have to be reminded.
That's
that,
what we get for eating corpses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I don't want to be reminded that the thing I'm eating was previously an alive thing. You see what I'm saying?
Brandon, if I had
Brandon.
Brandon,
I feel like I'm in trouble. No one ever
Brandon.
calls me that. Brandon.
if I had a suggestion, chicken nuggets, or if you want to be classy, chicken strips. It's usually a lot safer territory.
And almost certainly it was never anything that was
You don't
alive.
think I don't know the difference between like an actual chicken dinner and like chicken nuggets? I hear you. That's a good fucking idea.
You want to avoid
But I
bone
want to,
and
like,
rawness.
I want to feel like I'm in Game of Thrones. I want to fucking eat a chicken dinner.
Then you're going to have to be reminded that that was an animal with feelings.
I know that, but what I'm saying is that you can do it better at a different place. Every time I get chicken meal from Albertsons, I'm fine. It's white, it's delicious, it's juicy, it's purpleless.
Those are the things that I care about the
But
most
when
in
I-
something.
Yeah,
That it be
Lack of purple.
purpleless, that it be juicy, and mostly that it be white.
no jagged bones. But when I go to Safeway and get chicken dinner, it's a world of shit. Well, that's kind of overdoing it, but it's really scary. Okay.
Well, this has been a really great experience.
Big week for Brando.
It really has been. I think I've got one more thing. Oh, I have like these new neighbors that are like these older, sexy neighbors. And I just really badly want to be best friends with them, but I don't know how to go about that. And now their kid is visiting right now, and he's even super fucking hip. Like, he thought everything that I said when I met him was gold, and I was, like, awkward and weird, and he still thought I was cool.
How much older are they?
I think they're probably in their 40s.
White?
40s. Yeah, obviously white.
They
I
look
spoke
like,
to them. I spoke to them, Luke.
They look like they donate to NPR.
Let me tell you what they look like.
Talk about the latest fresh air.
I'm not going to use names, I think. They're never going to listen to this, but I'd better not use names. The lady, the wife, is kind of like long hair, like kind of looks like she'd be throwing up a couple peace signs. I'm dancing right now, you can't see it, but you know, she's like, yeah, man, like it's fucking awesome. Everything's totally cool. I'm going to get a bottle of wine. And then like the dude, the husband, He's got kind of like salt and peppery hair. He's kind of a big guy. He kind of looks like Dan Harmon. He's like a big, and he's like kind of like, yeah, man, I've been going to school and I just like passed this thing and now I'm drinking like vodka and Fresca. It's kick ass. Have some of my vodka and Fresca. I know that vodka and Fresca is not the first thing that you would think about when you're thinking about cool people, but trust me, these guys are cool.
They're so cool that they do drink vodka and Fresca.
Yeah. Doesn't give a shit. And then like, the lady brought her kid around this week, and he's staying here for the week. And that dude's fucking cool. And he's like a decade younger than me. And he's even fucking cool. And I'm like, can we just be best friends with these people? And I always want to invite them over for dinner and stuff, but I don't know how to like go about it.
That's the right neighborly thing to do. Invite them over for dinner.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately tell them that you love them and you want to be, oh my God.
High five.
That you want to be best friends forever. And that if they say no, it'll destroy you.
Okay.
And people respond really well.
I feel like a part of that probably isn't
to being
right.
guilted into friendship.
Yeah.
They think I'm awesome. They think Kayla's awesome. They
Then
love my
just
cat.
invite them over for dinner.
They've
have
got a
some
kick-ass
wine.
cat. Yeah.
Kick out the wine. I mean, we're talking about bottles. We're going to skip the boxes for our cool new friends. Box, second time seeing them, right? Okay. Just invite them over.
It's something
Think
like
about what you want to cook.
It's something
buy.
like when I see them, I get all flustered because they're so badass. And there's like such a sexy, kick-ass, one of those older, fun couples. You know when you see a fun, older couple?
Yeah, we all know what that's like.
And when I'm like listening at their door with like a glass, when I have like a glass to my ear, like up to their door, and I'm listening to them, and I can hear them like
fun and sexy,
and I can hear them like giggling and goofing around, and having fun. I'm like, yeah, that's awesome. Kayla and I need that in our lives. And then Kayla comes out, and she's like, "What are you doing? You need to get back inside. It's 3 a.m." And I'm like, "Babe, you need to fuck off right now because I am listening to these guys
doing research."
Yeah. So, I think we should probably take a break.
Yeah.
We're going to be right back with more Say It Ain't Show. I'm Brando.
I'm Luke.
I'm Jeremy.
See you in a sec.
I have a friend and it's an earthworm. It burrows underground deep within the soil. Sometimes when it rains, it comes out and we talk about our day. I have a friend and she's a butterfly. She flies from flower to flower, drinking sweet nectar. With hundreds of friends, they sleep up in the trees at night.
Hey, Mama Jammas.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Welcome back to the Say It Ain't Show. We got some questions for our guest,
Oh, boy.
Jeremy Mercury.
That's my name. That's my name with a merman accent.
This comes from Gretchen Heberling on Facebook.
Do I know her? I'm just kidding, Gretchen. I know you, Gretchen.
I'm Gretchen.
It's good to talk to you through the podcast, Gretchen.
Gretchen wants to know, Jeremy, if you had to play a character from the Fifth Element in a stage version of the film, who would you choose?
Father Vito Cornelius.
Did you just answer it?
Yeah.
Ding.
Yeah, that was not a difficult question, Gretchen. I really expected more from you. Father Vito Cornelius.
Who is that?
The priest.
Oh.
Ugh.
I don't really remember that movie.
I
know.
I,
Oh,
on the other
sorry.
hand, watched it for the first time solely because Jeremy told me it is his favorite movie.
Oh, no shit.
Really?
I did.
So her question was on point. Like she knew.
Yes. Well, we have a history of talking about The Fifth Element is the best movie ever made, and I am honor bound to watch it whenever it's on TV.
Honor bound?
I'm honor bound. I swore a blood oath before my fathers, my forefathers,
God
my
bless.
ancestors, in front of the Ark of the Covenant, and not that one. That's the other religion, and that's why I try not to turn on the TV if it's got cable because.
You will
It
end
can
up watching
really,
The Fifth Element.
if it's
Just
on, it can really screw up your day. Like if you have to go to work, you're pretty much gonna have to find a new job.
been fired from a lot of jobs.
Been
for The
fired
Fifth
from a
Element.
lot of jobs for Fifth Element related reasons. Really holding back my career.
Let's do one more question because there's a lot for you before we start and get into this record. Fran Thrax wants to know.
Do I know her?
She may have been a previous guest on this here podcast.
I should start listening to it.
She wants to know.
I'm just kidding. This is my favorite podcast.
No, shut it.
Come on.
Shut up.
This is my favorite podcast, and I love it.
Shut up.
And I love
Literally
it.
shut
Okay.
your
All
mouth.
right. Sorry.
Fran Thrax wants to know, what does sex feel like?
Boy, you asked
Squishy?
you asked the wrong person, Fran.
Slippery.
Sex feels like it's like when you're in the jungle.
Okay.
And
Close my eyes
I'm
and use
yeah,
my
me too.
imagination.
picture it, and then let's say you're in the Amazon rainforest.
I'm there.
Okay?
It's hot.
And it's hot, and it's sweaty.
It's dewy.
And it's
it's
humid.
lot of
tropical.
humidity.
I mean, they call it a rainforest for a reason.
99% humidity. Got
And
it. Feeling it?
you're walking through the rainforest,
Mhm.
and
Does
you
it look
see
like
a patch.
Pitfall?
You see an opening.
Okay.
Okay.
You see a sort of a clearing, and you walk out onto it, and it turns out that clearing was just a bunch of leaves, and you fall into a pit, and at the bottom are punji spikes, which pierce you several times all across your body, and you bleed out there alone in a jungle in a hole.
So it's Pitfall.
Yeah, it's a pit. Yeah, it's Pitfall, and there's a white scorpion too that just watches you. I mean, the
Pitfall.
rest of the things I said about sex aren't true, but the part where the white scorpion stares at you the entire time.
Punji.
Punji.
Gonna get some sweet.
God,
Punji.
bro, you gonna get some
Bro,
punji, bro.
punji,
Bro.
Hey, Ned, set us up those shots, would you?
Yeah, Ned, please.
Cool.
Yeah,
I'll
all right.
take a halfie.
Me too.
I'll take-
Happy.
Yeah, I'll take a halfie.
You want a fully, Brandon.
Brando, you want a full
Okay,
full
sure.
one.
I'll have a
Yeah,
fully.
You want a full one.
Thank you.
Pretty sure I'm the guest, and I'm supposed to get it first. But I mean,
I'm holding the
I don't
shot.
know. I don't know what the customs are on your filthy bog island.
Hey, are you going back home
Thank you.
tonight? Do you want to sleep on my couch?
Less than
No, I'm going back home.
Oh, okay.
I got to work tomorrow morning.
Smart. Sucks we have to work
Thank you.
Boof.
Blah.
Ah, boy.
Shows on a Wednesday.
Cheers, boys. To Old Crow.
To the old
Medicine
crow.
Show. Well, no, I don't know what. Okay.
Yeah, they sing that wagon wheel song? What do they sing?
Alabama,
Yellow
Arkansas,
trucker.
chips and dips and fries and slaw, kitty cats and puppy dogs. I just love their little paws. Yeah, we have fun. Oh, I didn't drink mine.
Oh, Brando forgot a drink.
To our wonderful host and engineer, Nid, for supplying the whiskey.
Thank you, Ned.
Clap.
Hand was full.
Nid, buddy, let's get right into the record. What do you think about that?
Yeah, let's get straight into that record.
Guys, do you remember that time that we all had a little bit of Old Crow together? Do you remember that?
I do.
What's the noun of remembering?
It's like a
It's,
reminiscence.
It's a thought.
It's like a sort of
thing.
a full
Ghost.
image and sort of sound that like lives in your head.
Ghost of Christmas Past. Only
Like the pages of my mind.
right.
I want more volume. I love it. Yeah.
I like that one. When Audio Slave was still rage.
You like that one?
I do.
You like that one? That's a good one.
It makes me think back to the exact same era.
I love this.
Fist pumping. I'm gonna pump my fist.
I'll do it too. We're all doing it.
I put a little finger up in my fist. It's kind of like pointing.
Yeah, because that's, yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
This was-
yeah.
this
was
Ready?
always my
1,
move.
2,
It's one of the
ready,
best old hardcore compilations. What are you pointing at?
drop. You guys like this song, right?
I do. It's a lot
is
of
a
fun.
fucking
Yeah,
It's a lot of fun.
I like this song. Are you going to ask me where I'm at with Weezer? Because I think you should ask me where I'm at
All right,
with
Nid,
Weezer.
cut it.
What
Where you at
memories
with
do you have
Weezer?
of Weezer?
I started listening to Weezer about a week ago.
But why?
Because I got
When?
I invited to be on a
Who?
podcast about
Where?
Weezer. And Weezer is not a band that I would make a podcast about.
Me neither.
So
I would never do such a thing.
yeah, I wouldn't probably make a podcast about Weezer. I missed Weezer entirely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I just feel like I have to get that out into the open, that like Weezer was a part of my life in the sense that other people were into Weezer and I was alone.
Not even blue or pink.
No.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
And so, I mean, like, because
Nope.
I was thinking about that as we were getting here about what you usually listen to, and the conversation between the two of us has only been about one. You can guess the first one. Ted Leo and the Pharmacist.
Ted Leo and the Pharmacist. I didn't guess it. I failed to guess it.
Last big listen that we talked about a lot was at Denver Comic Con. We talked a lot about Peter Gabriel.
Peter Gabriel.
What is this game? I don't know.
I know.
I don't know what we're talking. Yeah.
And then
Luke's trying to get you to say
I
it at
know,
the same
I
time.
know. Let's see if
I
we
want
can
to
do
see it happen.
I feel like
Oh, hold on. I'll
I
drop
Crush it, Jeremy.
I'm-
Kill it.
Oh,
I'll
God,
drop
this is a
clues
lot
for
of
the
pressure.
third one, okay? He's an actor.
Okay.
Okay.
Now he raps.
Yes.
He was
Matt
on
Berry.
Community. Yes, Matt Berry.
Matt Berry,
he's
Witch
just
Hazel.
Such a wonderful Childish Gambino.
Childish Gambino.
Those are the three things that we've ever talked about as far as music goes.
That's not true.
and then
We talk about. I mean, I don't want people to think we don't.
I
talk
feel like
about
we
music.
relate with those ones the
Yeah.
most between the two of it. Like the Venn diagram of what Jeremy listens to and what I listen to. Those three are the biggest ones, but I know there's others.
That's why, Luke, I'd like to invite you to be the co-host of my spin-off podcast.
Oh, yes, please.
It's called My Podcast Sounds Like That. An investigation of the curious career of Peter Gabriel.
Excellent.
No.
And
well,
then next we'll be in a podcast called
Jew.
Your Funeral, My
Oh my God. I'm sorry. I
Oh,
just shouted
you
out.
just stepped over my.
I just
Your
shouted out Jew.
Funeral, My Podcast, an investigation of the curious career of Nick Cave.
Ooh.
And then finally, the third in the trilogy of Jeremy music podcasts will be Jeremy Mearcreeves is an old, ignorant, blind N-word. An investigation of the curious career of Elvis Costello.
Yeah, I'll do all those with you.
Only one of those did I think about before I got here.
I'm
I'll let you
delighted.
guess which one it was.
Your improv
Can I guess
skills
on
are
at least
delighted.
one? The one that I know most about?
What? Yeah. Which one? What are we guessing? What game are we?
Well, I just want to be a guest on.
Oh,
it.
you can be. You can be a guest on all of them.
Which one do you want to be on? Gabriel
wanna be on
Cave or
Gabriel Cave or Costello.
Costello?
I'm only into musicians who go by their name and not
Right.
by band names. I don't like band names. I think that's dishonest.
I
Weezer.
guess-
I don't know why you can't just be called Cuomo.
I guess it's up to you because I don't know about any of those people.
Eh,
I know.
I don't know anything about Weezer.
Get into the darkness with Nick Cave.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go full Nick Cave. I just saw 20,000 Days on Earth, and it's really an incredible rock documentary.
Remind me what that is again.
The documentary,
It's about Nick.
the Nick Cave documentary. It's incredible. I know we're not supposed to talk about pop culture stuff.
He's
after
got
the
weird
break,
hair.
but, yeah, he's got weird hair and a dumb,
long, skinny
dumb-looking
face.
face. That,
Yeah.
why do you think I relate to him?
Long, skinny face with these really huge, flared nostrils.
Yeah, just the worst chin.
He's been keeping that mustache in the last couple of years, though. and I
No,
think
he
it's
doesn't have.
good.
He doesn't have it anymore.
No!
Ever
it.
since Push the Sky Away, he got rid of it.
God damn it.
Nid, hit us with track 2, please.
Oh! Are we not? Oh, we can't talk about memories.
I think we
It's
did.
too
did
late
we
I guess it's
not?
good. It's good. That's what I had
Yeah,
to
let's
say.
hear
about
this.
it.
Yeah, I need more in my ears. I like this record, you guys.
Me too, man.
I like this record also.
This is.
I love when his voice goes.
This is my favorite song. Out of
Really?
Yeah, the ones that are on here.
Let's have a bit. I love this.
This might be my favorite song on this.
The chorus is totally sweet too. Here we go. Is this chorus? I'm guessing.
Do
Yeah.
do 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 do.
Boom! I love that.
No,
This is good, you guys. This
I
is
don't know
good.
if this is a Weezer thing, but like, tell me if this is because so I listened to a bunch of Weezer before I came here because, like I say, I had never listened to Weezer before. Is it normal for Weezer to like have too many, like maybe one or two more than you would expect, like things that happen in the song? Because that song feels like it's got 3 choruses that it's building to. It's like builds to something.
I like
And then it builds, and then it builds to something, and then it's like, oh wait, no, here's the real thing, and then
I don't think it's normal, and I like a good, usual times. I mean, I remember being in high school and being like, okay, guys, I wrote this song, and there's this thing that happens before the chorus. I guess we'll just call it a pre-chorus. And I think in like a song like this, it builds very well to bring you there, where you might be tricked into thinking it's the chorus, and then you actually hear it, and it's worth the build up and the payoff.
this song to me, coming at it as a guy who's already in his late 20s and did not have any, like, it's like a Matryoshka doll. It's like a Russian doll.
Matryoshka.
Sorry, I'm bilingual. Everybody back at home. So
Sorry, I didn't mean to be racist.
get my phone number from Brando. Ladies.
Find him on OkCupid.
I will give it to you.
Shut the fuck up. Luke.
Matryoshka.
It's like a Russian stacking doll
Oh, that makes sense to me.
of really great pop hooks. It's like you open it up and there's like a pop hook, and then it's like, here's a good pop hook, here's another good pop hook. Hey, would you guys like another pop hook? Here's a third pop hook. And I kind of felt like that way about that song.
I was just really taken aback by hearing this song, because with the last couple of records that we listened to with Red or Make Believe,
God.
hearing this one and being genuinely very excited upon first listen.
No, seriously, it's like future guest, hopefully, Chad.
Yeah.
He told me that he thinks this is one of like the worst ones. I think that this is like one of the best ones. Like, there's not a lot of goofiness. And
I agree with what Brando's saying.
sorry, I just shut down for a second. I think it's like fucking awesome. It's really fun, and I like fun. I feel like in my late old age that I am now, I am not 72. I like fun. I want fun, and I want rockiness.
Here's
and
the
this
thing.
record has it.
I don't love fun.
I know that about
I'm not a guy who's really into fun.
you. Like
Nick Cave,
you like
Peter
winter.
Gabriel.
I like songs that make me feel angry or sad or scared, which is why I listen to those 3 artists.
You like winter. I like summer. I like rain.
Do you want to talk
you like
about the
snow.
elephant in the room, which is that thing you said about us?
We are the spy versus spy of depression.
Thank you.
High five.
I'm Black Spy. He's White Spy. And we're really sad about almost everything.
We have our backs with our guns out.
Yep.
And just getting depressed in different ways.
And just all these gadgets and traps we set for each other.
As far as post Pinkerton stuff, I think this record is the best one next to Maladroit.
This is the first time when I was listening to this tonight where I was like, we need to like, you don't need to like think about Blue Album and Pinkerton anymore and then the rest of them.
It's
because
just the different era.
No, it is what it is. And I think as far as post Pinkerton, post Green, I think this is probably my favorite.
This is a really exciting
It's
record.
a good fucking record.
It's a good time.
It's well crafted.
And it's got Hurley
fun.
on the cover. And it's
Yeah.
called fucking Hurley.
It's got Hurley.
And we love Lost.
How did we not talk about
we cry at Lost
during our hour where we talked about not Weezer?
I mean, well, because we were waiting for an album called Hurley. I mean,
I might
I
say
feel like we can give it. We need to dedicate a good amount of time to Lost, so I just don't know where to put it yet. We're only 2 songs in. I feel like we need to hold on to.
Sure, let's see how it goes.
Do we all love Lost? I know you and me
So
do.
much.
But
Of course we all love. Yeah, no, Lost is responsible for me having a relationship with my father at all.
Oh my
Like I
gosh.
literally
Shit.
feel like there was a
I want to
time
back
where
out of it now.
yeah, like Lost for me represents this this like teenage. Maybe we should not talk about that.
No, please.
As a
Please talk
teenager,
about it.
I didn't want to. I had a lot of trouble with my parents.
Yes.
And I remember like going to my dad's house as a sense of obligation until Lost came on the air, and then I went over to my dad's house to watch Lost, and our relationship flourished ever since. And I'm super close to my dad, and we watched the finale together. He came up to Laramie when I was living here, and we watched the finale together, and we cried together.
Oh my God. Hands in, everybody.
And it was this thing where it's like, me and my dad will always be all right.
I like the idea
Still
that
lost.
Was
all
your
of
A
us-
dad-
show literally
was your-
about father issues.
Was your
I
dad,
know exactly.
Was your dad the Christian shepherd to your Jack shepherd?
He was more like Arst.
Oh. Okay.
So
I don't know what to do with that.
yeah. Well, I don't like to think about him dying.
He blew up
in a
with like dynamite in his
explosion
hands.
too much.
Yeah.
Sorry, spoilers.
Oh,
You
fuck
should have watched the first
I was
season
about
by
to say,
now.
beyond
Please,
all this,
everybody.
if you came just for the Weezer, that's fine. But do understand that all Lost spoilers are on the table from
Yeah.
here on out.
Just turn the podcast off if you haven't watched Lost. And
You've
just
been
go
gi-
and watch Lost.
I was about
What
to
are
say,
you waiting
you've been
for?
Given some years.
You've got
If-
Netflix. I know you've got Netflix, or else why
it's
would
on
you be
Netflix.
on this podcast?
It's on Hulu Plus. There's so many ways you can watch Lost right now.
Go to your library. They've got the DVDs there.
You can hit pause and watch all 6 seasons, and then just come back to this podcast whenever you're
We'll
done.
be here waiting for you.
Yeah.
You guys want to listen
That's
to
all I got.
But
yeah.
what I was going to say is I love the idea is that these 3 sensitive gentlemen were all crying at the same time, even
Oh
though
my
we were
God.
not in the same place.
We didn't. I was only I was like 2 blocks away from you, but
I
we weren't
know.
friends yet.
I know.
You should have seen us at the finale. Like, I don't.
I wish I could have spent that with
Jeremy-
you. I wish I could have had my dad come in.
We're talking about
Jeremy
Mid, I don't
Gross-
wanna
Jeremy
have a
Gross-
conversation about that.
Was straight up like holding at least me while I like sobbed.
It was. I mean, I'm not talking about like a thing where like I watch Shawshank Redemption and I feel a little tear go. Oh, that's a really sweet.
No, it was
No, I-
full
I
on
I'm talking about
wept
straight up.
sobbing.
like-
Yeah, like somebody. We had a funeral for Lost,
And
it
if
was
you
the
don't-
finale.
And
If
it was
you
the
don't
best
think
funeral I'd
that-
ever been to.
If you don't think that, then fuck you. You're fucking wrong. If you have an opinion about the finale of Lost and you didn't think it was like, you were like, man, it wasn't good. That
You can have an
you
opinion
didn't
about the
you didn't
6th
fucking
season.
understand it. Then fuck you.
It's okay to have an opinion about the 6th season. It had its highs and lows, but
Yeah,
the
okay.
ending, oh boy, Ben
Yeah.
and Locke in front of the church.
Oh
My God.
Oh my god.
And that shot for shot, ooh, the beginning and the end.
Oh my
Ooh,
god.
the alpha
dog,
male.
the
Eyeball.
plane, the eye.
Oh boy.
You gotta have that eyeball in there.
Oh boy, that eyeball.
What's next?
Oh, sobbing. We'll come back to Lost.
All right.
It's
No,
a-
what? Where are we? 3?
It's a track called
we're-
Trainwrecks.
We're on Trainwrecks.
I think I love this song.
Jeremy, how are you feeling about Trainwrecks?
Trainwrecks, more like fucking a train wreck of a song. I wrote here, first bad song on the album. I hate this.
Okay.
The song's trouble.
I cannot
Okay.
stand this song.
Okay. No, I love this song.
It comes off to, it starts with a great start. I love this.
This is what I wrote down. This would have been my anthem for me in high school.
Yeah, it would have been mine too, and that's
I love
not
the way
a good
he
thing.
like yells it out.
The structure
God,
of the
I
song,
can't
like
wait to
you
hear
can't tell it by this
Oh,
one, but the structure of
you
the
guys-
song is so.
I have to hear this.
Wait, let's listen to it. I know he does do that. The whole record is like, eh. Schlab?
You don't keep house and I'm a slob. Rivers, what's your problem with women? That's something I want to talk about.
Okay,
I think he's married by this time.
I love this. This is cool. Yeah, break it down, bitch.
Oh, please don't do
No,
this.
no,
This
do,
is the
no,
obvious-
Jeremy, do break it down,
Oh.
Jeremy, do break it down.
I'm trying to break it down. Oof.
Just shut up for a second. Let it come back. Yeah,
hope this
I
thing's
love it.
up.
All right, Ned, cut it. Fuck it.
Here's the thing
I love
I
that
have
song.
with this
Love
is
it.
that the entire song, almost all of the song is palm muted, and it just sounds like
Jun,
a
jun, jun,
build
jun,
up
jun, jun,
to
jun,
really
jun,
what is
jun.
like to like the last 30 seconds, and I'm just like, you can't, like when you're going by pop melodies and whatnot, you can't just build up a song for 2.5 minutes.
I love
palm
it.
mutes.
I love it. I'm sorry.
It continually feels like it's climaxing and then just.
Now, I don't know about I don't know anything about music, but I know what I don't like. So I don't know what any of those words you said meant, but I agree with you.
There's like background stuff that makes it like really, I hate to say this word, but epic. Like I feel like, yeah.
No. It's a great.
Train wreck.
It's a great. I mean, like.
Wave at the camera.
Picture time.
Let's do another.
My favorite part of podcasts is when everybody gets excited to take pictures.
Oh my God, Luke! Luke.
It just hit him.
Luke. Let's do another question.
Oh, he did it.
Okay. All right, I have a really good question from Facebook.
Oh, more questions.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
This comes from frequent contributor Craig Tyrrell. He says, how often would you teleport if, at the end of teleporting, you had to crap your pants? Would you teleport if you had to crap your pants?
I feel like there's an obvious thing, which is that it just...
Adult diapers.
Well,
right.
Yeah. It just depends on where I'm teleporting to, because there's some places where I don't care if I am there with shit in my pants. Like my home, I would teleport home every day. I would never drive home because there's all my clothes, all my fresh underwear and pants.
Good thing you can depend on depends.
But I would almost never teleport anywhere else. So to answer your question, Craig, I would do it as often as I went home.
But also, if you were teleporting to the moon, you could have something waiting there for you, and you could like teleport
lack of oxygen.
Yeah, mostly. It's really dangerous.
You could have something on the other side, shit yourself, and then just change real quick, and you'd be on the fucking moon.
Bring a fresh pair.
Hey, Craig, and like, feel free to send me a message to explain the situation, because I feel like could have used a little bit more elaboration. But like, what if I went to the bathroom before I teleported and my bowels were empty?
No, it says
so you
here,
get just like a little bloop.
No,
yeah, like what if I just cleared myself out?
No. You always shit your pants every time you teleport.
So it breaks the law of conservation of mass and energy. This seems a little fantastic.
Empty
Craig.
out your bowels and then do the teleport, and then at that point you just need like a little like pad or like a napkin.
Yeah,
like
okay.
a diaper.
Now a little bit of anal leakage. I'm used to that.
Anal leakage.
Yeah, it's a side effect of many pharmaceuticals I saw advertisements about in the 90s.
So you would teleport?
Yes, all the time. Teleportation.
Why
is great.
would you fucking not?
Nightcrawler's the best superhero.
Bam!
Yeah.
Ugh, I'm so sorry.
I can't believe you did that.
I know. I'm so sorry.
It was the appropriate amount of onomatopoeias.
Also, like, I mean, people would just really quickly get used to it. Like, they'd be like, well, here's the thing about Jeremy. He can
smells.
teleport, but yeah, he's always got shit in his pants. But you know what? He can teleport.
He smells like he just came here from, like, Earth, and we're on the fucking moon.
Where you can't smell anything because of the lack of oxygen.
Yeah.
Atmosphere. There's nothing to carry the smells around.
Okay.
You're insulated.
The poop falls slower.
Yeah. Which was my favorite
your
episode
pants.
of The X-Files.
The poop falls slower.
Yeah.
What did we just
Scully
listen
just
to?
has
That was
her
a Vin-
arms crossed. She's
That
like,
was a
no,
Vince
it
Gilligan.
doesn't.
It
Mulder.
doesn't fall slower. But Scully, it does.
I'll show you.
That's my main impression of Fox Mulder. What's up next?
Track 4?
Track
Yeah.
4.
Unspoken. Do it, engineer.
What'd you guys think about this song?
I really liked it.
This
I thought
is
it was,
one of my favorite
I love
Weezer
this
songs
song.
I thought it was a
ever.
really
is great.
great break in the record after doing like 3 full electronic songs and then or electric songs and coming in with the acoustic.
I will say that I do not agree that this was a good position.
This
for
sounds
song.
like
Oh, I
something
think it's
they
great.
did before they were a band. That's how good I think this song is.
This is a weird place. This should not have been track 4 on any album.
Where would you put it?
Oh, this is clearly
It's like an 8 or a 9.
So it changes. Like again, like I'm saying, like these guys are like putting a lot into every song. So it changes. So like as I was listening to it, it's like, oh, okay, I see why this is here. But from the first half or 2/3 of it, this is an album closer.
Oh, also, doesn't it like rock out later?
Yeah, it
does.
rocks out.
Oh, yeah.
After
fuck
like
yeah.
2 minutes.
But that's not the
15,
part I
yeah,
like.
yeah,
The
yeah.
part I like is the Ian Anderson flute. I love the flute on this track. Dog, I love the flute on this track, dog.
I'm loving this flute, dog.
This flute that was maybe a little racist. I didn't mean to.
I hear dog. I want to
Listen
do
his,
black.
Listen to his voice. He's like, this is like
This is
old
a
school
super
Weezer.
nice
This is
acoustic,
awesome. Not that everything needs to be old school Weezer, but like this is fucking awesome.
I have such a thing to say when we talk about the album as a whole.
Okay.
You're gonna love it.
We
You're
can do
gonna
that
you're
at
gonna
any
be you're
point.
gonna have your minds blown, but we have to do it. No, I just am super into rock and roll and flute go together like peanut butter and like cream cheese, but it still tastes good.
I need to try that.
No, it does. I've never tried that. That's a stupid combination.
I can
But for
find
some
out.
reason, it
Crazy
maybe works.
I wrote so good. I wish they
bagel.
would do more like this. It
Does not sound like One Direction
Weezer.
mid. Suck my dick.
I don't even know what One Direction sounds like.
It sound like
No,
the
this-
Backstreet Boys in 2014.
Okay. Yeah, this sounds like One Direction. Oh, you don't like One Direction? Oh. Engineer Nid
There
doesn't
it
like
is.
One Direction. Yeah, see, yeah.
Are you shitting me?
Uh-huh.
This is awesome. If you don't like this, then fuck off.
It's kind of cool.
Excuse
It's
me. I'm
pretty
sorry. I love you, but I love you while you don't.
People are fucking off. Nid is
This is
sucking my
real-
dick.
He's literally
everything.
sucking your dick right now.
He's literally performing fellatio.
No, pump it up, baby. This is a good fucking song.
See, I was worried we weren't going to get to the rockin' out part. because
I'm glad
it
we
just
did
is
make
hidden at the end there.
We had a lot to say about the actual song.
And this justifies its position in the middle, in the early middle.
Something
of the
weird's about to happen, but okay. Well, guys,
we got
you know
trouble
what?
on the horizon.
That was awesome.
No, I love it. I think Trainwrecks is kind of a clunker, but going into that song totally saves it.
Yep.
Comparatively,
I was
it
like
is a clunker,
I was like
but
super
I'm
ready
stoked
to
it's
hate the
awesome.
album when Trainwrecks came on, and then this song came out and was like, "Hey, Jeremy, don't pass judgment yet."
Quick save. Quick save.
Uh huh.
Do you have any beers? Okay, that's cool.
God, you guys couldn't have sprung for a cooler. What kind of Mickey Mouse operation is this? I can't wait till Laramie gets a podcast.
You know,
studio.
I don't come up with a
I'll sip it.
cooler because most times I have to drive away from here, and that would be just a troublesome situation. I can wait
Jesus,
to have
I
my
don't
beer
wanna
between
bother
breaks.
anybody.
What a prima donna this guy is.
Well, I'm the host and I want beers.
Should have brought beers.
I did.
More than half of 40.
Nid, stop that.
Where's my next song?
I think we can move right along. Where is my next song?
Yeah,
Could
I
it be
cannot
where?
wait to talk about this.
Could it be
Yeah.
where you left your sex?
Oh boy.
Her hands.
doing? Like, what is he?
Oh.
This for everything that Unspoken saves. Full roadblock.
Oh no, I
With
don't feel
Where's
like
My
he did even a
Sex?
single thing right with this song.
This is what I wrote. You want to hear what I wrote? Let's
hear it.
Shut up forever. I said, I hated it at first, but then I realized I'm at an age where I just like fun, and I can't be snobby anymore. And for me, the song is fucking fun, and I fucking love it. Boom!
I love it.
I like fun.
Can I say what I wrote down for the song?
Next up.
Can we please talk about River Cuomo's vow of celibacy now?
Yeah, we can talk about celibacy.
Yeah. He had just gotten out of his vow of celibacy, I assume, is what the...
Probably where this
The
lies
timeline of
into
the
there.
song.
Yeah. So he had made a vow of celibacy for how long? I don't
3
even-
years.
God.
Why
damn.
did he do that?
for spiritual reasons.
Does he not have a wife?
I
that
just heard an interview
needs
with him
deep
on.
dicking?
He
another
broke his
podcast.
vow of celibacy on his wedding night.
What is happening?
Yeah, that's
What?
absolutely true. He broke his vow of celibacy on his wedding night.
Yeah. He had held it throughout their
As
engagement
he should.
and then did it right.
So
That
I
was
can only
actually one-
imagine that his wedding night lasted like 3 minutes.
That was one of the funnier parts of him on WTF of Mark being like, "Boy, how did that treat you?" Or like, what was that like?
yeah.
And Rivers was just like, brief. Like it was
It was
actually
perfect.
genuinely
It was so
funny.
deadpan and good.
I need
It was
to
the
listen
only.
to
It
that.
was the only time he showed any personality. That entire movie.
You both listened to it?
Oh yeah,
did.
I listened
did,
to
yeah,
it. I'm
yeah,
a
I listened to
religious. You know me. I'm a religious fan of Mark Maron.
I need to catch up on some recent episodes. But
Well,
I what I literally
man.
wrote down for "Where's My Sex" is C period L period U period N period K period E period R period clunker. It's just a clunker, and then it says like hash pipe ? And then also ugh.
It's
I
a
wrote down
fucking
ugh.
stupid song, but I kind of like it.
I'm glad you're defending it. I'm glad there's a little bit of
Yeah,
difference in opinion in
Yeah.
the room because I don't see how anyone.
we
can
were
like
at
that
a
song,
risk. We were at a risk of all agreeing about everything.
and we don't want that.
I would not like to. I would not like to be in agreement with either of you, to be honest.
Tired about being around the same person as me all the time.
anyone wanna
Dead
explain
air
what's
wall
going-
shot glasses are being
Thank you.
handed off.
Thank you.
Dead air.
Dead air.
What's next?
Oh, really excited
Runaway.
about this one. Runaway, track 6.
I have some pretty interesting notes. I said, it's nice. Not that memorable. I like it. It's nice. It's good.
My notes about this are that this is probably my favorite song on the album. Yeah. I really,
yeah,
really
I
like
love
this
this.
song. This is a really good song. I wrote really solid pop song. Sounds like it was written by a guy who knows a lot about pop music. This is just really solid,
Yeah.
well written. It's got a little bit of here, right there. It's got a little bit of 60s influence that I really dig.
Wait.
This is a great.
Ooh, I like those like backing vocals.
I love ooze. I love ooze.
I love ooze. I love a good ooh.
I'm a big ooh guy.
I love a good ooh. I love a good ah.
I like.
Do you like a good ah?
Yeah, I like an ah.
As Bad Religion.
You think I
called
don't
them,
like an
the-
ah?
I know you love a good ah.
I love an ah. I love an ooh.
What's the
I
deal
love an
with
ah, Jerry.
As Bad Religion called them, the Oozin' Oz on their records, which Bad Religion being my. Oh yeah, and
Worth
this
holding on to that one.
Also, this record's on Epitaph Records.
Right, we probably
What?
should talk about
Shut
that.
up.
We should
Yeah.
talk about
No,
that.
you shut up. Is that
will
fucking
not.
true?
That is totally
There's so
true.
much. This album has so much background that's really interesting.
So it would appear that
And Hugo's
Weezer
silly
has.
face on the cover.
oh, but we have to talk about that.
It would
think we
appear
did.
that Weezer
No,
has
no.
ended
We have to talk
their
about the thing.
contract with Geffen by this point, and then right off the bat into Epitaph.
No,
which-
no. It
No?
was up in the air. Apparently, it was up in
Oh.
the air. They were not sure how they were going to release the next album. They were talking about self-releasing it, and then suddenly Epitaph released it. It was like out of nowhere. Epitaph signed them.
It's awesome.
Which
Which Epitaph having a lot of weight with me because that's most of my high school.
You're a punk rock
time.
guy.
I
Yeah.
was a punk rock guy. Yeah,
I was never
am
a
punk rock
huge
guy now.
Epitaph fan.
Right, right.
But there were definitely a couple of great bands on Epitaph that I couldn't live without.
Exactly. No, a lot of Epitaph and Fat Records bands for
I
me
was-
in high
yeah.
school. That
I was more of a
just-
Fat Wreck guy.
Fat Wreck was so awesome, it is still awesome. They do put out a fun thing every now.
Fat
and then.
Wreck is still
The new Masked
very good.
Intruder. Do you like Masked Intruder?
I've never listened to Masked
Oh,
Intruder.
really? I feel like it could be a pop punk that you might enjoy.
I think I probably would like Fat Intruder.
Yeah, I love the Fat Intruders.
I feel like I'd love a Fat Intruder.
Struggling his way
Let's
through the
just
window.
move right on past that one.
But yeah, it's on Epitaph, which was really caught me off guard because I don't know what Epitaph is doing in the last 5 or 10 years.
And I don't know that I remember this or not, but I don't believe that their next album was on Epitaph. I
Probably
believe this
not.
was a one album.
I think Epitaph has kept it for almost 30 years of always being like, it's a 1-record contract always. Nobody signs on for more than 1 record. If you get invited for the next one, awesome. If you don't, figure it out.
And Weezer apparently did not get invited back.
It would seem that, or they chose not to. There's no
I'm pretty sure they were just trying to get more money.
There's just no obligation either way for either the label or the band, which is a cool thing, but can also like put you in a tight spot.
I went through like a very short period where I was a punk rock person in college.
You
And
would
I
listen to some
feel like I
hardcore
should
with us in college.
know more about this, but I don't.
I don't consider Epitaph to be a particularly important record.
I do have something weird.
It's a big one, though. It's
Yeah.
maybe not important
One of the biggest
critically,
indies.
but it's big and it sells a lot of records for punk.
For sure.
This will just be from me. You know the kind of music I like, right? You guys?
Yeah. Lady music.
Charlie XCX, who is getting kind of huge right now because of that Boom Clap song, and also
She's on all the time. It's great.
Yeah. So that's fun, but
I know you don't like people you like getting radio play. Right.
Yeah, I'm a dick. I want things to myself. I know I'm a fucking asshole. You're right. I wanted her to be mine, but no. Now she's all over the fucking place. But she's got a new record coming out in December. Guess who the fuck she was collaborating with?
Who?
Rivers Cuomo?
Thank you for guessing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
We're on a podcast about Weezer.
You're correct. Yeah, her new... Yay, clappings. Yeah, no.
Boom clap.
Her new record, Sucker, that comes out in December, she
Do
collaborated...
you get paid for saying that? For plugging her record?
Do you
I
know
do.
how much money we got from Destiny?
Bunches. Yeah, no.
I got a
like,
bonfire aesthetic for saying those things about Dark Souls. Ooh. Please forget what happened earlier.
That was her collaborator for this new record, was fucking Rivers Cuomo. I never...
Like a
Kramer?
Kramer.
I never would have known that, but today I was like trying
Like a producer,
to...
or like he shows up on a couple tracks?
No, I was like...
Speaking of special guests, can we get to that next track soon?
Oh, let's just do it.
Yeah, that's good.
What is the next track?
Oh, boy.
There's a special guest on the next one?
Yeah.
Who is it? Hey, tell
Wait,
me
I
what's
don't
on.
know it, so don't say it. What is the next track?
It's
Hang on.
Okay. This is like my bag. This is like something that I would listen to.
I hate this so fucking much.
I love this. I love this.
I hate this. I don't like this.
The chorus is rough for the lyrics. Here it comes.
I like the hang on part. I wrote that down.
Listen to the backing vocals on this track.
Okay.
You won't get it, but listen.
Let's see. Hold
I love it.
on. Who is it?
I hate that. Oh,
Who is it?
do you guys want to guess? Do you guys want to play a game?
Amy Mann.
No.
Ooh, the hang on bit's awesome.
But it is a person who probably had a little higher pitched, more feminine than Amy Mann.
Tell me.
Michael Cera.
What?
Nah.
Michael
shut
Cera.
the fuck up.
Michael Cera
No,
does
you shut
backing
up.
vocals.
Wait, does it happen again
and
on the next
plays-
course? Is it still
and
playing?
plays the mandolin
No, you
on
shut
this
up.
track. Michael Cera, George Michael Bluth.
Wait, chorus is coming back.
Nick
Chorus
and
is
Nora's
coming back. I
Infinite
think in just a
Playlist.
minute.
I couldn't tell.
How would you? I mean, you have to use
There's
your
hardly any
imagination.
backing vocals on
Right, right. It's pretty buried in there.
Yeah.
Really,
It's
Michael Cera.
way deep in the mix. Yeah.
Dude, from
Hang
what I
on,
understand,
hang
he's
on,
a
that's
really,
Michael Cera.
he's a really good musician.
That's what I've heard too. Unfortunately, he's on this track, so I can't tell.
And Scott Pilgrim, like, he does all of his, like,
Yeah.
own... thingies.
Yeah. But
I'm fine with that. I'm
no,
totally fine
I
with
don't
that.
think it's
I love
cool.
that song.
I feel a little bad for Michael Cera to be.
I
in
love Hang
like
On,
that.
Hang On.
He has a choice.
What?
He's an adult.
Yeah.
Engineer what? Okay. Could you write it down on like the board? Sorry. Anyway,
You can just say it out loud, and for the first time, Ned Collins' voice can be on the podcast.
yeah.
All right. Well,
Or you can be
Try
a
it.
fuddy-duddy.
we'll try again some other time.
Uh-huh.
I like that song, you guys.
I hope you guys
Hang
get him
on.
on like the the series finale. I hope you get him.
I'm going to snatch him in.
Yeah. Trick him.
Let's really roll
Put a
through
thing,
this.
just
Let's
put a
do
thing of
Smart
blood
Girls.
pudding on this side and trick him into having to say something
So
for it.
so just to start us out, my note for Smart Girls was, "Oh, it gets worse."
This is what I wrote. Lyrics are so dumb. The song is dumb. It's like a drunk Dr. Seuss.
Offensive musically and lyrically.
Oh, because he says, on a boat, on a train, in a car, on a plane. He's like a dumb drunk Dr. Seuss.
Oh boy, where are all those smart girls? Ugh.
My first notes are, you ain't looking for looks. The sexiest part of a lady is her brain! Exclamation point. That's what I
I
wrote
like
down.
that. It's good. Constructive criticism. On a boat, on a plane, on a face, on a train. We're having fun. It's really fun.
Oh, I had to figure out my notes here. It's got a little bit. It's got a Cars vibe meets the Beach Boys.
If they both had traumatic brain injuries.
On a girl, on a boy, on a place, on a plane, on a boat, on a
If those
train.
Beach Boys were
Wait. He's listing the names too. He lists all the names.
like there's
Of all
Sarah
those smart
and Michelle and
here's a smart
Janet.
girl. Here's a different smart girl.
Janet was smart. Mary was smart.
Which one will I marry? He
This
says.
may have been like the first time that I've ever made
Maybe
like
Lydia.
a crinkly, angry face, like smart girl. You're a smart girl.
Smart girls.
I like this record, but this song pisses me off.
I find this song actually offensive, and I think it's more of Rivers' weird misogyny that,
It's a little strange sometimes.
yeah, like that you guys talked about on earlier episodes, and
Did we?
Yeah, stop it. Let's
We
ask
don't
another
I may have
question.
put those
Misogyny.
words into your.
I think you did. I think
I
you did.
spent a
I think
lot of
you
time
want
thinking about
us-
misogyny.
I think you want us to be talking
I
about
spent
misogyny.
I think about nothing but the patriarchy all day.
I
You
think
hear
this is
that,
your-
women? I'm an ally to you and your struggle.
I think
That's
that-
what you needed, is a man to get on your side so that you'd get a little bit of
Jesus.
like sort of authority, and you're welcome.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
enjoy getting paid less.
73 cents on the dollar.
I'm gonna ask you another question from Facebook.
Ooh, I love these. I hope this is better than all those other questions. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I haven't pre-screened this one. I'm just gonna go for it. This is from Christopher Cropley from
boy.
Facebook, and he says,
Hi, Chris.
"Hi, Chris." He says, two
Hi,
questions,
Chris.
if that's okay.
Is it okay? I'm not the podmaster.
It's up to you.
2 questions?
First,
Let's do the
Give
first
him 1.5.
question. Let's do the first question, and we'll see how we feel about the second.
First, I'd love to know what Jeremy's dream date is. Where would he go? What would he do? Etc. If it just constitutes sitting alone in the dark room, in a dark room. Can I start over?
Please do. Give it another shot.
In a dark room or a
Uh,
dark room? The dark room.
I'd love to know what Jeremy's dream date is. Where would he go? What would he do? Etc. If it just constitutes sitting alone in a dark room. Question 2. What advice do you have for today's youth in general? And for me specifically. Interpret me however you like.
That's about 3.5 questions.
That's a lot of questions,
Yeah,
Chris. I see
yeah.
you trying to rush that door. Okay, Chris. My perfect dream date is not It's not exceptionally different from other people's. I mean, I think I'm an old-fashioned guy. I'm a traditional guy. I don't really like to change things up.
Yeah.
I think maybe a walk in the park, dinner, maybe some drinks, a little bit of dancing, you know, if I've gotten enough drinks in me or whatever. And then we go home and we bang. And then she bites my neck open and
Crawls in.
lays her eggs in my spine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And for me, I would go to my diary and say, "Dear diary, I think I've met the one." And then the eggs would hatch.
Boom. Nailed it.
Yeah.
I think within the perfect date answer, it's also the...
Also, it's with Chris Cropley, by the way.
I also think that's all of the best advice you can give to the youth of today is
Oh, yeah,
your
yeah, yeah,
dream
yeah, yeah.
date.
Yeah.
Involves that.
Just look at me and don't do what you see.
Let's throw out one more real quick. This comes from Scott Danger Lair.
Do
He
I know
says-
him?
Maybe.
I think you might know him. He says, Jeremy,
It's
are
got
we
the
going to
flip
play
glasses,
bridge
like a
tomorrow?
different world.
Follow-up question. Would you like to play Guns of Icarus sometimes too? I'll like it. Boop.
I don't know if we're going to play bridge tomorrow.
Sorry, Scotty.
Sorry, I got a text message.
Was it him?
No, it was a different person.
Get that camera out
Don't
of
camera my phone. I don't know if we're going to play bridge tomorrow, and
Scotty too hottie? Sorry, bud.
I'm not
You're not
su-
playing bridge.
I'm not
bud.
sure. I'm not sure if I'll play Guns of Icarus either.
Jeremy's pretty busy.
I'm
with
sorry.
bridge.
He literally just asked me what I want to do tomorrow. Like I don't know how to make this funny. Like
5 p.m. Guns of Icarus.
do the slap bass or something. I don't know how to make a joke out of like him legitimately asking me what our plans are for tomorrow. I think Scott, maybe you and me should just talk on the phone about our feelings.
Okay. You got that, Scotty? Too hottie?
I can't believe Scott. I can't believe you, Scott. How'd you do this? How dare you?
You guys, we should finish up, right?
By the way,
Let's fucking get there.
by the way, bridge is code for Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, you've told me this before, right? The beginning of this sounds like an angry Andrew WK.
Wait, what are we?
Brave New World.
This song sounds so much like Failure. Like, doesn't this sound exactly
Jesus.
like Ken Andrews?
Do you want to know what I wrote?
The band Failure, not the
Not
the concept. It sounds exactly like Ken Andrews.
I don't think I know Failure.
I said this song
Indie rock
annoys
from
me
the
for
late
some
90s.
reason. Help me understand why. I didn't mean to
what?
make it a game, but I wrote down this song annoys me for some reason. Help me understand why. Hear it.
It's like
Just listen.
It's
Of
like
the
aggressive. Drops into
Age
a
of
major.
Aquarius.
Yes.
Right?
Oh,
That's it. I just
That's
played
it.
the game and I won on the first try.
puzzle solved.
Done in one.
Let's listen for a second.
Yep.
This is the daughter.
Okay,
Pisses me off.
I love this song. I love this song.
Do you?
Because I like Failure a lot more than I like Weezer.
Failure, huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of.
Well,
a-
look into that.
I'm trying to think of Perfect Imposter. No, that's an on song. So
I don't even know.
same guy, different band.
It sounds late 90s.
They're
I
best.
guess?
They're best known for
That
a
was my
cover
bread
of
and butter.
Depeche Mode.
Which song? Erica Jesus, Clean.
It just escaped me. I don't know. It's
Enjoy
like
the Silence.
Enjoy
That's-
the Silence.
That's
yeah.
the big one.
Yeah, it's Enjoy the Silence. They covered Enjoy the Silence.
Ah.
It's a great cover.
Most people can cover Enjoy the Silence, and it ends up sounding pretty fucking
It's
awesome.
a pretty solid foundation.
Yeah.
No, I love this song. I love it a lot. It's not my favorite on the record, but that's only because I feel like it should have been on a different record by a different band.
Do we have anything else that we want to like talk about before we're done? 'Cause
Lost.
What?
And Hurley, Jorge Garcia himself.
Oh yeah, like do we
I
want to
love
talk
him.
about the album a little bit before we do the last track?
I love him so much.
Um,
My big ol' huggy hug.
What do you guys think about Hurleygate?
What's Hurleygate?
Oh boy, let me tell you.
Ooh.
So I don't know Weezer, so I spent a lot of time researching for this because I'm an anxious person and I get nervous and scared that I'm gonna do what I've been doing today, which is not a great job. But
You've done nothing but a
no,
great
I'm
job.
super.
Done
I'm really,
amazing.
I'm really funny and charming, and everybody likes me a lot.
Yep.
But one of the band members, and I'll tell you which one.
Brian, Pat.
It was Brian. Guitarist Brian Bell stated publicly that this record was named after the clothing company Hurley International, whose bosses, he said, funded the recording and provided the studio for the recording sessions. So
What?
a lot
No.
of people were under the impression, because of the thing that Brian had said, was that the whole putting Hurley on the album cover was a cover for the fact that they named it after their corporate sponsor.
No, I don't believe it.
No, and then it was later he retracted those statements, and I don't know if Rivers ever came out in front of that or whatever. But
He knows very little about what the fuck he's talking about.
well, that's the real story here, which is that do these guys even talk to each other?
I don't.
I don't think so.
No.
Because like how could that not have come up? Like that were, and then also what happened is pretty soon after this album came out, they did have a Weezer clothing line through Hurley International.
What?
Ooh,
And there had been
scandalous.
Oh
relationship.
my
between-
god.
Call Kerry Washington.
That is a cliffhanger.
But apparently this is not a real thing. But it's just like, come on, guys, you have to tell your guitarist things
What's
like that.
going on, or else look at the weird fabrications he comes up with when we leave him alone between
And
recording time.
I mean, it's not that much of a stretch. I mean, the Memories video. Have you guys seen the video for Memories?
Makes me want to get
Memories
back
only
here.
resonates with me because they used it in
Jackass
the credits
stuff.
for Jackass 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, the video is just a Jackass video with Rivers in it.
It's awesome.
It's terrible.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's the
I don't
worst.
particularly like
We
Jackass.
follow Jeremy and what he says. It's the worst.
Into the darkness.
Thank you. I do think I'm important and you should listen to me.
I've been listening to you for years. Do I comprehend everything you say? Not necessarily, because I'm a big dum-dum, and I feel like a dum-dum every time around.
Hey, listen, did you have fun tonight with us?
I had a great time.
Did you?
This was really, really lovely. And,
we love you so much,
I
Jeremy.
love you both. And I love all of you listeners out there who have subscribed to this podcast and are listening to it for information about Weezer and for people's opinions about Weezer.
Mm-hmm.
And I hope we provided those opinions and that information about. I gave you a juicy news nugget,
Mm-hmm.
which I feel like is good.
Oh.
And these are our opinions about Weezer. Oh, wait, are we not going to talk about the album as a whole?
If you want to, yeah.
I have an
let's do it.
opinion about this album that I really wanted to say.
Sure.
Do
I
it.
really wanted to say this.
Please do.
And I'm going to do it
Please.
in just a minute when I tell
In
you it.
Now. 4,
For one.
This is the
2,
only Weezer album I like.
3.
Because
Really?
it's the only one you've heard?
No.
Oh.
All week and for like a little bit before that, when I found out I wasn't on the Christmas episode, I haven't listened to every Weezer album, but I listened to Blue and Pink and Green and a
Stink.
couple of other ones. And this was the only one I liked. I
Really?
did not like the Blue album at all. I did not like Pinkerton
Wow.
at all. But I really like this album.
You know, this goes in with a lot of, these statements I hear from you sometimes where I've accused you of even just being contradictory. Where like, when it comes to like...
Yeah, I've gotten that a lot in my life.
I know you have. But I love your opinion. I love it always. But nowadays...
This
I
is
remember,
a fun, solid, workmanlike, well-researched, clearly an album by people who know and love pop music, and it's a really good album, and the rest of them are completely not interesting or memorable to me.
Okay.
the first...
Which I just thought you guys, and I don't mean to
Hey,
rain on your parade.
Don't
You're not-
stick up your
you're
Jew
not.
hands and like apologize.
I don't have any other hands, Brando.
Just you're fine. I
my
love it.
Christian
I
hands at
love
home.
this. I love it.
I really, really, really like this album.
High five. Me too.
Take one on this side.
I
Just
feel weird
in
type.
the first year of friendship with you, where I was just like, I'd be really excited about something with you, and be like, "Oh man, and what about like this album?" You'd be like, "Oh, their worst album," and like my dick would just like go in, but then, I think by about the time that like season 2 of Game of Thrones went on, and I like saw you afterward, I'm like, "Yeah, Blackwater, right, buddy?" And you're like, that was the worst episode they've ever done. I'm like, This is just
It's
something.
not. I don't.
This is just something I have to live with now. And now I hear these things from you, and I just go,
I want you to know. I want you to know that none of this is in any way intentional. I'm not trying to be a contrarian.
We know.
This
We
is just
know.
how
We
it is.
know. We
This is just
know.
how it is for me.
You
just
still piss me off, but I love you so much.
just difficult. Jeremy, difficult mirror creeps.
That's my
Can we
name.
put our hands in?
Let's do it.
Okay. And 1, 2, 3. Yay.
Weezer.
Yay!
Listen, we're ending now.
Okay. Thank God.
November 5th, we have a open mic comedy show happening in Laramie, Wyoming, upstairs at the Buckhorn. Well,
I forgot to mention last week that the Halloween show we're playing at Hero Depot
yes,
is also
thank you. God damn
with
it.
Nocturnicon
Okay,
and Harriman Exit, who
plugs.
are quite enjoyable. Jeremy, what would you like to plug?
Dark Souls.
Play it. Did we just say the same thing?
Yeah, of course.
Listen, come to our open mic. We're gonna have fun. It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be hilarious and hilarious.
Hilarious.
It's gonna be hilarious.
Oh, we didn't get on the whole Tracy Morgan thing, did we?
It's hilarious. I just wanted some diet slice of pita chips.
Brando didn't know that Tracy Morgan was in a terrible car wreck.
I didn't know that.
So our thoughts are with Tracy Morgan as he continues
He's
through
a
his
hero.
rehabilitation.
He is a hero.
As he listens to this,
Yeah. So Tracy,
You're a hero, Tracy.
just
We
know that
love you.
you're on our mind grapes.
yeah. Oh, Lukey. You guys, thank you so much for listening. It's been fun. I am Brandon Watson.
I am Luke Jensen.
And I'm Jeremy. I think it's Mere Creeps.
And this has been the Say It
It
Ain't
Ain't
Show. Goodbye.
See you guys. I love you.
This has been an Aggressively Polite production in association with French Creek Films. Bye-bye.